Well, welcome to the show. So, this is books and music review show. And you can watch us at that time. And you can send us for information at that time. I think I'll leave that up there for a little bit. Oh, just before I go into the studio, I want to show you where we're produced. So there you go. You got all the information you need, and then I'll get back to the studio. I'll send you the email. So you're watching the books and music review at gmail.com. So today's show. What is today's show? Hey, your guess is as good as mine. That's the way we do it. We don't rehearse. We don't plan. We don't plot. It's just like all the truth. Hey, I found this book called Burnt Toast Makes You Sing Good. And I have to say, I like the title. Love the title of it. Oh, I think I hopefully didn't press record. Hold on. We gotta go press record. Oh no, didn't press record. There you go. Okay, 28 minutes. So we'll have to add another maybe minute and a half or 2 minutes to that. We'll start over. Okay. Welcome to the Books and Music Review Show. Memory's getting better, huh? Normally I would remember that at the end of this show. But anyway, burnt toast makes you sing good. As you can see, it's not true because I've eaten a lot of burnt toast in my day. I like burnt toast. I used to like burnt toast. Wait, hold up. There you go. Burnt toast makes you sing good. This isn't about toast. It isn't even about singing. Oh, let me move that out of the way. There you go. That's a little better. Perhaps it's another show about the power of music. Maybe it's a show about doing things. Oh, jeez, got the sunglasses on. There goes those sunglasses. Now you know who you are, the person that gave me these sunglasses. So how is it possible to thank someone in public without saying their name? I'm looking to see what's on air. Hold on. Something else is on air. It's not that. Oh, it's that. There you go. Now it's exactly the way I want it. That's the screen. That's cool. Okay, so how do you thank someone publicly without saying their name? This is the way you do it. See these glasses? See them? They got these pretty little rhinestones on the side. I'm not a really rhinestone kind of person, huh? But I love these glasses. And the reason I love these sunglasses is because somebody I know is really special and really sweet gave them to me. If you see me walk off air or on air, it's just because I just walked into the studio and just set up really, really quickly. And I want to make sure everything's good in the control room. And so I go in and out. There you go. Oh, I probably could use someone to maybe do a good sound on the show sometime. So contact us at that number there, that email, booksmusicreview@gmail.com. I hope you hear me. I'm going to shout. I'm going to be a little bit loud today just in case the sound's not good. I don't have anybody in there checking out the sound. So I hope you can hear me. And I hope this is okay. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. The sunglasses are beautiful. But not just for the sunglasses. Thank you for everything. Thank you for showing me what strong is. And thank you for showing me what kind and what gentleness is. And thank you, I think most of all, for being you. Thank you for being you, just for being yourself. And I could say that to a lot of people that I know, some people that I know, but I'm saying it today to you. And you know who you are, because you gave me these glasses. And it's not about that kind of a gift. It's about a gift of giving yourself. It's about the gift of being able to be honest with someone. It's about the gift of sharing your heart with someone. It's about, I don't know, it's just about being I guess it's kind of like the golden rule, do unto others as you like them to do unto you. I forget. I can't quote that. But you know what the golden rule is. Just be nice, be good, be gentle. And I have this up here because I have not finished reading this book yet. It's called Burnt Toast Makes You Sing Good. Now, if that is the case, there you go. Now you can see the whole book. If that's the case, then I will be singing really good soon if I keep eating more burnt toast. No, I haven't burnt toast in a long time. When I was younger, I used to like to eat burnt toast. I can't tell you why. I just like, I like barbecue, and that was about the closest I got to a barbecue in my younger years. Burnt toast and barbecue the bread in the toaster. So what's the show about? What am I going to talk about? I have many choices. I first thought I'd talk about fish because I know a lot about fish. My dad taught me a lot about fish. We used to raise fish. We raised guppies when I was 14, 15. And we raised a little ocellatus, a little tiny, tiny fish like that. And we fed it worms and bigger things. And that thing grew to be about 12 inches, so almost more than a foot or more, bigger, long. So I thought I'd talk about fish. And then I said, I don't really feel like talking about fish today. I thought about talking about people and how people react to people. Thought about many things. And then on the way over, yes, I stopped for ice cream. I had come from somewhere else and have kind of a serious, solemn day with a little bit of humor in between. And we stopped at another family member, and I stopped at ice cream on the way back. So we got ice cream, and I thought, you know what? This is really delicious. I got pistachio with strawberries and ice cream. That's it. I'll do a show about ice cream. And that brings me around to what I'm really going to do the show about. That brings me around to, well, I had come from the memorial service for someone who is related to me, one of my family members. And this family member has been a co-host on this show for a number of different shows. And we talked about everything from memories to vacations to medicine to a lot of things. We've talked about a lot of things. And the ice cream kind of reminded me of a show that was almost done, but not done. We never finished that show. So, hold on. I'm trying to turn this away. There you go. That's better. That's a microphone stand. Oh, don't turn that volume. I'm going to talk louder. I have to remember to talk at the same tone because no one is in there adjusting the sound. So ice cream. I'll talk about ice cream. That reminded me of the co-host of the show, and she did a number of shows here. A number of shows in the Brooklyn studio also. And I remember one day we had talked about the shows before, and we were going to do a show about my grandmother. Yes, Nana Antoinette. And we talked about it before, and on the way over and all, we thought we're going to do a show about Nana Antoinette. And we thought we'd do a show about memories and stuff like that. We brought photographs, we brought things from the house, and so we're going to do a show about Nana Antoinette. So you know how I am, unless I have it written down right in front of me, or a picture of it right in front of me, I can tend to start talking about anything on the show, and I can, get off the topic, etc. So here's what happened. We were doing the show, and we started the show. We hadn't gotten to the topic yet. We just do a little small talk in the beginning, right? And fully intended to do the show about Nana Antoinette, who was the sweetest person in the world. She's my grandmother, and she's my cousin's grandmother. And that was what the show was going to be about, Nana Antoinette. I told her, before we go, let's, we'll bring pictures, a couple pictures of Nana Antoinette also, which I don't have with me today. I don't have the pictures with me. But, however, so we sat down to do the show, and we started talking about one topic and another topic and something else. And so the 29 minutes was up, and guess what? Yeah, you probably could guess it, right? We're watching that show, Books and Music Review. So anyway, we did not do the show on Nana Antoinette. We just didn't do it. We went there with the intentions of doing a show on Nana Antoinette. It was in my mind. It was in her mind. And Sue loves Nana Antoinette. Like anybody who's ever met Nana Antoinette loves her because she's just the sweetest person in the world. She's not with us any longer. But you say, Nana Antoinette, they love her. So the show ends and we get outside into the control room and Sue looks at me and she says, I thought we were doing a show about Nana Antoinette. And I said, yeah, we were. What happened? She's like, you didn't mention it. I said, well, why didn't you say something? So here's the thing. If you're ever on a show here and you're a co-host or you're going to be doing a show with me, and ahead of time we say, we're going to do a show about this, and then I get off to talking about a different topic, do not wait for me to bring the topic up. Do not wait for me to change the subject. You got to say, hey, I thought we were doing a show about such and such. So that brings me around to today. So today, yes, for those of you who don't know it, Sue had been in the hospital for a while and Sue has died. And she's not with us any longer. She's not with us here on Earth any longer. And so I was driving to the studio after the memorial service, and I thought, we stopped for ice cream, and looking at the ice cream container, I remembered we never did that show about Nana Antoinette. So, what do you think? There's 18 minutes left. Can I say 18 minutes about Nana Antoinette? Yes, I can. Okay, so Nana Antoinette was my grandmother and Sue's grandmother. And she was probably the most beautiful person in the world, in heart, in spirit, in action. She was a very memorable person. My grandmother. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And even I've seen some pictures of her when I don't think she hardly wore much makeup, but she was just beautiful. So Nana Antoinette, what can I say about her? What do I remember about her? When did I have my first experiences? My Nana Antoinette. And what can I say? I was younger. You know what we used to do? We used to go and stand online in the cold, in the freezing, freezing, freezing cold for the Christmas show at Radio City Music Hall. Yeah, that was a long line, a long wait. I don't know. To me, I was a little kid, 6, 7, 8, 10. I don't know. It seemed like it was the longest wait forever. But you know what? I was there, and all I thought I was waiting in line is I was so glad that I was with my grandmother. I am not kidding. That was my thought. It wasn't a thought like, oh, I can't wait till we see this movie. I can't wait till we get in there. I can't this Manhattan. Well, like none of those thoughts. I would stand online. It'd be all covered up in my winter coat, and she'd be standing there next to me. And I thought, I'm so glad to be with my grandmother. And she was one of my most favorite grandmothers. So that was the thought I had of her. I did have memories earlier of her when I was younger. Like we'd go out to the, years ago when they had the little not a Walmart kind of department store, like hardware stores. They used to have these mechanical rides and you'd get on the ride. And I remember going down the block on Flatbush Avenue and coming across a horse, a mechanical horse. And almost always she'd be like, yeah, you can ride the horse. And I didn't realize it till today, but I think that's where I got my love of horses. Yeah, being on a little fake horse and a mechanical horse when I was younger. But being with somebody that I loved, somebody that I care about, that you can kind of make an attachment, what you're doing at the time. If you do something with someone you love, you do something with someone you care about, you do something with someone you know loves you and cares about you, then you can get this good attachment. Like, so you see horses and you just get this smile on your face and you get happy. So you make that connection. Is everything in life is a connection. And sometimes you don't even realize it when you're connecting these things. I didn't know it till this very moment till I announced this, which means, you know what? Talking is good and talking is helpful, even if nobody's listening to you. Nobody's in the studio here at the moment. And now you get to hear the story there at home. So I've always loved horses, and I've always loved to ride them, and I mean, like real horses too. I've been horseback riding a few different times. And I just spent a week at a dude ranch just to ride the horses. And I've always seen horses as strong, noble individuals. And I've always just, had a good connection. Ah, yes, I've had some accidents on horses, but that never made me change my opinion of horses. Or of the person who introduced me to my first horse. It was outside a hardware store. And I guess that I can say to you, you grandmothers out there, or great grandmothers, start making good memories today. Yeah, today. Start making good memories today. And I'll say that to you friends also. Friends and family and coworkers. No matter what happened to you in the past, make a good memory today. So today I saw the ice cream and I remembered Nana Antoinette because we used to, when we went to New York City and we went to the places, yes, we would go into this like old-fashioned Woolworths place where they had like an ice cream soda fountain and they would serve you ice cream and things and, food and fries and stuff like that. And I remember going with my grandmother Antoinette and I remember we would sit down and they'd have this silly little thing like you'd pop a balloon or pick something from some kind of a game. And depending on the number that you got, you would get your banana split or your sundae for that amount. So if you popped a balloon and there was like a penny, that means you would be able to buy your banana split for a penny or $2 or $3, whatever it was that was inside the surprise. So thinking of the ice cream reminded me of Nana Antoinette, and reminding me of that, I thought, oh, we never did that show about Nana Antoinette. Me and Sue were going to do a show about Nana Antoinette. We talked about other things. We talked about friends. And we talked about, so many other things. And we probably talked about collages and stuff like that. Okay, so if you want to see any of the other shows, send me an email to that address, books.musicreview@gmail.com, and keep in touch with us. So what more can I say about Nana Antoinette? She was just fabulous. Yeah, she was a person who'd be like, she said, I knew you were coming over, so I baked you a cake, but she literally bakes me a cake. She baked a cake for me. That's what she'd do. She's like, I guess she looked at a skinny little kid. Not now, I'm not skinny anymore, but she looked at me back then and she thought, this kid needs something to eat. So she would bake a cake for me. Or she would make me toast and tea. Or if we were outside, we'd go for ice cream and we'd go for that. Remember that old-fashioned restaurant called Horn and Hardart? We'd go into Manhattan, and at that time they had little buttons. You could press the buttons and the food would come out. It'd be on like little compartments. You press the button, you get beef stew. Press the button, you get this and that. So I remember going to Manhattan and having beef stew at Horn and Hardart. Now you know how old that is. That's a long, long time ago. So burnt toast makes you sing. That's not really true. Sing good. But this probably brings you to the topic that I'm going to talk about today, besides old memories and Nana Antoinette and all the rest of this stuff. I want to talk to you about books and book titles. The book title makes the book. So here's the thing. People got to hear the title, and they've got to like the title, or they've got to look at the title and say, you know what? That sounds interesting. Let's pick up the book. If you got a really good book, and you got a great story, even good pictures, maybe a photography book, it ain't going nowhere with a bad title. I know, ain't a word. But that's the good thing about CTV. You could just pretty much say whatever you want if you do it within the guidelines. So burnt toast makes you sing good. That's the book that I'm starting to read. And what's it about? And I'll let you know if it's good or bad, the book. Should put my glasses on for this. So Elizabeth Gilbert, the author of Eat, Pray, and Love, says, I can never get enough of true stories about people who stop in the middle of their life's journey to ask, what do I really want? That's what she says. And then have the guts to actually go out and get it. Kathleen Flynn's tale of chasing her ultimate dream makes for a really lovely book. Engaging, intelligent, and surprisingly suspenseful. And then someone else says, although I can't cook my way out of a paper bag, which she says in French here, I found this book to be a joy to read. It's a compelling story about learning to cook and learning to love at the same time, told with humility, humor, and passion. Bill, the public host of Public Radio's Weekend America, says that. So Kathleen Flynn is the author of the New York Times bestseller, The Sharper Your Knife, the Less. How'd that happen? You cry. I knew I shouldn't have moved that book. There you go. Whoops. There it goes. Now you can see it, right? How's that? That's good. Okay, so move the bottle of water. Move that. Now you can see it. Burnt toast makes you sing. Okay, so I was having kind of a solemn day today. But it turned out okay. As okay it could turn out in a situation like that. And I have to tell you, in honor of Sue, who is always late, I came to the studio late today. It's probably the first time I've been late to the studio in 17 years. Because I'm always on time. Because me and Sue are like cousins. We're like, Patty Duke thing, like completely opposite. And she was always late. That was her trademark. And it's okay if I say that. I think she wouldn't mind. Yeah, she'd be saying like, no, but I was on time that one time. So, I wasn't purposely on late. I wasn't purposely on purpose late. I didn't plan to be late, but I thought I better call the studio just in case I'm late. So I was coming from the cemetery. And as it turns out, there was a lot of traffic, and at one point there was one accident, and then there was another accident. And so I got here late. The first time in 17 years I ever got to a studio late. So there. You got to do something once in a while in your life. So that was different. So I was late. And it's okay, because I still have 7 minutes and 22 seconds to finish the show. So what can I talk about? You would think that it'd be impossible to segue from everything that I've just said to talk about baby bananas, right? Yeah. No, can make it slide. Yellow book, bananas yellow. There you go. I have to tell you about baby bananas. I discovered these accidentally. I am not joking. I bought these like dried apricots at a supermarket. And then they have this like tasting thing in the back where you could just taste stuff. So they open some things and they go like, oh, have a taste. And I tell myself all the time, I'm not tasting anything there because every time I taste something there, I wind up buying it. They have good food. So anyway, guess what? They got baby bananas. I'm like, baby bananas? Like in a container? Like sealed? Like how good is that going to taste? So I went there and like I'm at the tasting thing and they got baby bananas. I got to show you this. You won't believe this. You probably would believe this. If you ever see a banana go bad, you know what it looks like. What colors it turns and all. First off, I'll show you the package without showing you the name of the store. There you go. It's baby bananas. Check that out. Dried baby bananas. But now I have to show you what the dried baby banana looks like. Only because I'm going to tell you. You don't get a pack of these and give it as a gift to someone because they might open up and go like, oh, that looks good, baby bananas. Let's see. And then you go in there and you pull out something like this. How's that look? Yeah, and the other ones were darker than that. They look like just bad bananas. But having an open mind, I have to say, well, try those baby bananas. Now I got a microphone. I got a mouthful with a microphone. Whoops. bananas and burnt toast makes you sing good. Hey, what can I say? Why am I in such a cheery mood? I just came from a funeral. I'll tell you why. As soon as I get rid of this baby banana, I'll tell you why. Well, I'm in a cheery mood because I wasn't going to go. I was not going to go. And the reason I was not going to go is because I was going to try to avoid one person, just one person. And I thought about it. I'm thinking, like Sue's my cousin. We're close. We do a lot of things together. We have fun together. We laugh together. Why should I not go? I thought, that's silly. I'm not going to go to avoid one person. So that's okay. I'm going to go, and I'm just going to see what happens and take one day at a time. So, we went. We decided to go. Another family member and I decided to go, and we went. I'm glad we went. Because I went there for Sue. And I didn't wear black. Look at this. Whoops. Yes, I wore a Hawaiian shirt. Yep. Why? Because it's my happy shirt. I didn't wear black. Did not wear black to the funeral. Because Sue was a happy, cheery person. And we all know that she'd want me to wear a Hawaiian shirt to the funeral. We all know that. Everybody knows that. So I wore a Hawaiian shirt. And I was comfortable. In more ways than one. I was physically comfortable because it is a very comfortable shirt. And emotionally comfortable because I know, that's what Sue would have wanted. So we did that. Wore the Hawaiian shirt. So that brings me back to why am I in a cheery mood? Because we have to think about the happy things. When a person is no longer with you, you think about the happy things and the cheery things. And we have had a lot of happy memories. Many, many happy memories. See, nobody knows about that. You don't really tell people a lot about it, so now I'm telling you. We've had happy memories at the croppers, at the scrapbooking meetings, at the ham trips, all over the place. We've had happy memories. But you never heard that, did you? We've had happy road trips. Sue was with me when we brought the puppy to the vet more than once. We'd ride out there and bring Puppy to where she was supposed to be. I can't tell you the rest of the story. Again, I went off the topic. I'm supposed to be talking about Nana Antoinette, but I guess it's all about Nana Antoinette and Sue and our family members who were good people. I got 2 minutes to get out of there. Our show airs Saturdays at 12:30. Time Warner, Spectrum, Verizon, whatever you want to call those stations, that's where it is. And I got an hour and a minute and 41 seconds. So I'll tell you where we're produced and we'll come back. Don't go away. Just take a look at that, see. And we'll put our email on there. There it is. There's our email. So we hope to hear from you, and we hope you send us an email and tell us, who would you like to remember? Would you like to do a show just about somebody really special? I'm glad I went. I'm glad I avoided one particular person. Very happy with that. I'm very, very glad that I decided not to stay away from something that I wanted to go to. Just because. So write to us. Think positive. Be positive. Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Go where you want to go. I guess my time's up. 42 seconds, and I am at a loss for words, but I'm just glad I came in to do this show. It's a good show, books and music review. It's about art, music, books, titles, people, everything. You name it, it's about it. Just write to us and we'll let you know what next week and the week after show is going to be about. How about that? Want to be on the show? You're staring at that book for 12 minutes. Hey, go get the book and read it. So far, what I read, I liked. Thank you.